Hi everyone, it's Steve with Mesa Properties, and this is our little Follow the Broker rehab project here in Southern California, showing you what it looks like after a house that has had literally decades of deferred maintenance, basically nothing done to the house, and then they've come in and rehabbed it. So I'm standing out in front of the house just so that I can kind of step aside and you can see for yourself what the house looks like now. The first thing I want to draw your attention to is obviously there was a whole bunch of debris and stuff up front with trees. These trees have been trimmed way back over here to the right. There were trees up front. Grass was overgrown. Right now the rehab's about 90% done, but one of the things that still is left to do is to put something into the front yard. You'll also notice that there's new vinyl replacement windows that have been done. There's new ventilation down at the bottom, and one of the things I want to point out is oftentimes when you do a rehab like this, you know, the outside stuff looks great, the trim looks great, all of that, and it's nice because you put money in and you immediately see a result. But on this house, again, because of the deferred maintenance, we had to do a repipe and put in a new HVAC system, and those are things that you would definitely feel, especially when you go to take a shower and you don't want a bunch of rust coming out on you and low water pressure. Still got to put the money into it and fix it. So as you look at the front of the house, you'll see a spigot, and instead of what used to be galvanized steel coming out of the wall, it's now all new copper. There's a nice valve here, which is a pressure valve, and then this goes into the rest of the house, all copper. So that's all been taken care of. As I mentioned before, the windows, if you come in here, what's nice, and styles kind of change over the years, and so on this house, there were several layers of vinyl and old carpet and old carpet. All that's been tore up. And right now, except for the bathroom and kitchen area, we're leaving it with these hardwood floors. They look kind of old and beat up, but we're gonna still try to refurbish them and make them look nice. People will value that. If you look here, going straight forward, since you're already here, the sliding glass door, this was a funky, non-compliant window, something you can look at some of our other Facebook Live videos to see what that looked like. This is now just a standard size generic door, looks a lot better. And as we're doing that, why don't we just go out through this part and then I'll bring you back in. If you go through here, you'll notice that there was a bunch of, there was a huge patio overhang that was here that was just all beat up. That's all been gone. If you look over here, there were a bunch of trees along this line here, except for the one citrus tree over here that's been trimmed way back. This thing, if you look up into this, it was all full of stuff. It's all been trimmed back. And then the other thing that I like, this particular contractor does this a lot of times, is when he comes in and does a house, he does the whole house. A lot of people don't pay attention to the garage. Now, the garage has all got really nice drywall on it, new garage door, new opener, all the stuff's been new. Obviously, there's still some construction debris that we gotta clean out, but it's all new and nice, and typically that helps both with a sale, obviously, and with someone wanting to rent the house. Let me show you, if you remember before, I'm gonna take you through the side of what the kitchen looked like. We were stripped back all the way to the walls. It was basically a shell. Starting first with the floor, this looks like it's a wood, but it's actually a tile. I know a lot of people have already seen it. It's kind of a hot thing, so that's what we've done here. Looks like wood, actually it's tile. So all the advantages of tile: water resistant, no scuffs, no scratches, no nothing. Can lights were going in when we were last here, and none of these cabinets were here at all. And now it's got nice granite countertops, great kitchen cabinets with the quiet closed drawers. Actually, quiet closed shelving, I guess. So this one's quiet closed. The drawers just close by themselves. Stainless steel sink, faucet. You guys can see all that stuff that's in here. And then as we walk back in here, there's a small dining area. We were doing a knockdown on the walls to give it a new look before the paint was done. That's all been taken care of. Let me take you into the bathroom and show you what that looks like. Again, we're not completely done with this rehab, but it's pretty close. So if you look in here, if you remember last time we had a conversation back in here and it was nothing but studs, and now it's all been tiled really nice. We did this little kick in here so that you can put your shampoo and stuff, and then of course, really the most important thing, behind the walls, all new copper piping. And then I'll show you one of the bedrooms. They all pretty much look the same. This particular owner didn't want to do ceiling fans. We like to do ceiling fans, but that's fine. We don't need to, especially with air conditioning, probably not as critical. And each of these rooms, because this is an older house, is smaller. And so if you get a big ceiling fan here, you kind of get a tornado effect. New baseboards, new light switches, everything done just to give it a modern look and feel. We went with these kind of switches. Not a big difference in price. Instead of the little flip switches, but these designer style switches just give it a little nice extra touch. Also on the doors, you'll notice they're just not regular flat doors. They've got a little bit of detail on the doors, handles with the brush nipple, all to kind of give it an updated look and feel. So that's basically it. If you have any questions, you can give us a call. You can talk to us on Facebook, whatever. If you need any management stuff, we can help you with that, and also with selling and whatever. Or if you just have any questions about your own rehab, go ahead and reach out to us. Thanks.